Did you know that 72% of Americans feel stressed about money at least once a month? And here's an even more shocking fact, around 25% of adults have no savings at all. Financial stress is everywhere, and it's not just about how much you make. It's about how well you manage what you have. The good news? You don't need to be rich to beat financial stress. In fact, some of the wealthiest investors, like Warren Buffett, didn't start with huge sums. They used smart, value-based investing to build wealth over time and reduce money worries. In this video, we'll uncover 10 proven ways to reduce financial stress using value investing strategies. We're not just talking about cutting back on lattes or saving a little here and there. We're diving into real techniques like finding hidden stock gems, mastering your cash flow, and building a sleep at night portfolio that works for you long term. Ready to find out how you can start feeling less stressed and more in control of your money? Let's get into it. Chapter 1. Mindset over money. Why your psychology is your greatest investment. The way you think about money impacts how much stress it causes. If you constantly worry about short-term gains and losses, you'll never feel financially secure. Instead, adopt a long-term, patient mindset. This is what sets value investors apart. As Warren Buffett once said, the stock market is a device for transferring money from the impatient to the patient. Buffett's net worth of over $100 billion isn't built on chasing quick wins but on the power of compounding. A study from Credit Suisse showed that the average annual return for long-term investments over the last century has been around 6–7%. This proves that sticking it out pays off. Chapter 2. Hidden gems. Finding undervalued opportunities to build wealth. Finding undervalued stocks is like discovering gold. The key is to research companies deeply, not just look at price tags. Peter Lynch, in his book One Up on Wall Street, mentioned, "Know what you own, and know why you own it." He's famous for turning Fidelity's Magellan Fund from $18 million to $14 billion, largely by spotting undervalued stocks that others missed. Here's an interesting fact. Companies like Apple and Amazon were once considered undervalued. People ignored them, and those who saw their potential reaped massive rewards. You don't need a crystal ball to find undervalued assets, just patience and thorough research. Chapter 3. Mastering cash flow. Turning income into a financial safety net. To beat financial stress, control your cash flow. Think of your income as capital that can either work for you or against you. Value investors are experts at putting their capital into things that grow. You can do the same with your personal finances. Start by tracking where your money is going. According to a study by the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the average American spends $5,111 monthly. Knowing this, see where you can cut unnecessary expenses. Then, allocate that saved money into investments that yield returns. Over time, these small adjustments compound, just like investments in the stock market. Before we move on, hit subscribe and let's dive back into more great content. Chapter 4. Fortress of Frugality. Simple hacks to live well on less. Frugality doesn't mean deprivation. It's about maximizing value. Charlie Munger, Buffett's longtime partner, is known for living modestly despite being worth over $2 billion. His approach? Spend less than you make, always be saving something. Put it into the best investment you can find. Living frugally allows you to invest more and reduces your dependence on high income to feel secure. A study by The Money Habit found that people who cut their expenses by just 10% reported 25% less financial stress. Focus on what brings real value to your life, and cut the rest. Chapter 5. The Compound Effect. Small moves for big future gains. The most powerful tool to reduce financial stress is the compound effect. Albert Einstein called compound interest the eighth wonder of the world. The idea is simple. Small, consistent actions lead to massive results over time. This applies to both your savings and investments. Let's take a simple example. If you invest just $200 a month at a 7% return, in 30 years, you'll have nearly $240,000. That's the power of compounding. The earlier you start, the better. Even small investments add up over time. Remember, it's not about how much you start with, it's about consistency. Chapter 6. Avoiding the noise. Staying calm amid market chaos. It's easy to get caught up in the market's daily ups and downs, especially when financial news is constantly in your face. But reacting to every dip or surge is a surefire way to increase your financial stress. Instead, learn to tune out the noise. As Benjamin Graham, the father of value investing, once said, "In the short run, the market is a voting machine, but in the long run, it is a weighing machine." This means that short-term market swings don't reflect a company's real value. A Vanguard study found that emotional investors underperform the market by about 1.5% annually. Keeping a calm, long-term view can save you both stress and money. Chapter 7. Risk is your friend. Understanding and managing investment risks. Many people equate risk with stress, but when managed correctly, risk can actually be your ally. Value investors like Warren Buffett don't shy away from risk, they embrace it by understanding it. Buffett's rule is simple. Risk comes from not knowing what you're doing, so how do you manage risk? First, invest in what you understand. Studies show that diversification can reduce your portfolio's risk by up to 40%. However, don't diversify just for the sake of it. Choose investments that align with your knowledge and long-term goals. Proper risk management keeps stress low and your returns steady. Chapter 8. The sleep at night strategy. Creating a stress-free investment portfolio. A solid investment portfolio should allow you to sleep peacefully at night, not leave you worrying about the next market crash. This is where the sleep at night strategy comes into play. The idea is simple. Invest in stable, high-quality companies that perform well over time. Look at stocks like Johnson & Johnson or Coca-Cola. These companies have consistently paid dividends for decades, making them reliable choices for value investors. In fact, research from Hartford Funds shows that dividend-paying stocks returned an average of 9.6% annually between 1970 and 2020, compared to non-dividend payers' 2.4%. Building a portfolio that you can trust through thick and thin is key to beating financial stress. Chapter 9. Time, not timing. How patience beats panic in the market. One of the biggest causes of financial stress is trying to time the market. Many investors panic and sell when prices fall, then try to jump back in when prices rise. This approach rarely works and can actually make things worse. Studies from J.P. Morgan have shown that the best 10 days in the market often occur right after the worst ones, meaning missing out on just a few days can drastically reduce your returns. The lesson? Time in the market beats timing the market. As Buffett wisely said, the stock market is designed to transfer money from the active to the patient. Sticking with your investments through market fluctuations gives them the time to grow, and this patience leads to less stress and better returns. Chapter 10. Your financial zen. Crafting a personalized wealth-building routine. Finally, to really beat financial stress, you need to create a routine that supports your long-term goals. Think of this as your financial zen, a set of habits that keep you grounded and on track. Start by automating your investments. Studies from Vanguard show that investors who automate their savings build 25% more wealth over time. Then, set regular check-ins, maybe quarterly or annually, to review your portfolio. This keeps you engaged without obsessing over daily market moves. Your routine doesn't need to be complicated, it just needs to align with your goals. Consistency is key. Hit subscribe to support our channel and be the first to see new videos.